Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 8 of SCUM Let's Play 1.0. We're going to jump back into the action today. Now, yesterday we picked up our Ranger, which was a huge win for us because now we've got a mobile base, something we can work from. And it did say at the end of the episode yesterday that there was going to be an airdrop. Now, I think because I logged out and back in, it's actually cancelled that airdrop, so it's not going to arrive anymore, which is a bit of a mistake. And I just literally before I started recording, logged out and logged in again. And I think that every time you do that, when you log out and you log in, it changes what spawns and who spawns. So yeah, even though we're in a server like this, we need to consider that. We need to go to the toilet, so we'll do that quickly whilst we look at today's activities. So we're in a good situation at the moment. We've got everything we need. If we have a look at the map, what we need to consider right now, excuse the noise, is what are our objectives for today? So up until now, our initial objective when we started the game was surviving. How do we survive? How do we craft the basic items? Then it was about how do we make more inventory space? Then it was about upgrading our gear and starting to get better gear. Then it was about obviously finding a vehicle because we needed a vehicle. And alongside that, it was about building up fame points so we could trade bigger and better things with the traders. And so now we want to start thinking about a couple of options of what are we doing from here. Well, if we go into the journal, we do have the option of doing quests. So if we have a look at any of the outposts, we can see that we've completed a certain amount of tier 1 quests. You need to do 6 tier 1 to open tier 2, then tier 2 to open tier 3. There's no completion on this, it's just lifetime stats, but at the end of the day, tier 3 quest loot is going to be better than tier 1. And so we're going to be working towards that, and you can do that at all 4 outposts. And you have to complete the first one with the goods trader to unlock the armorer, so on and so forth. So there are 4 locations with 4 traders at each. We've got in total 16 different points of interest to trade for or to do quests from. We can also do quests on the mobile phone. We can also do quests in towns. If we go up to the notice board in big towns, we can do that as well. So that's something that we can do is that. The other thing that we have the ability to do in this game is to go to points of interest. Now, in order to get top tier or end the game loot, we need to go and do bunkers. That's the only place we're going to get them. And there are 3 types of bunkers. So before we crack on too much with the game, let me just pause this for a second. And we're going to pop back over to scum-map.com. We've used this a few times. We're going to use it again now. And I just want to look at the filters on the left-hand side, because if we look at bunkers, now I can't stress enough how much I wish this was in the game. If this was a filtered system that you could zoom in and out and you could add points in the game, this would be incredible. I think Scum should buy this off of whoever's made it and thank them for their effort, and they should integrate this into the game. Because as a new player, I shouldn't have to go to an external third-party resource to do what I feel personally should be in the game. And even if we do need to use this resource, it's indispensable because it teaches you so much. Now, here in bunkers, it tells you there are actually there's 4 different types if we include the World War II bunkers. And we've had an experience with those through the quest. So there's loads on the map, but we only went to 4 of them. Now, they don't necessarily give a lot of loot. You could get a gun if you're lucky, but ultimately it's typically going to be low to medium tier loot. We've then got 3 other different types of bunkers. We have abandoned bunkers, of which we can see on the map there are 4 of them. We have secret bunkers, of which we can see I think there's about 10. There's 11 of them on the map. 11 of them on the map. So knowing that we've got those, and then we've got main bunkers. And on the main bunkers, we can see there is 8 of them. So we can see there's lots of different types of bunkers. Now, the difference is that an abandoned bunker is just going to have puppets, possibly NPCs, but no sentries. Sentries are the mechs that we've seen. Bunkers are going to have active mechs that are going to be roaming, but they're going to give you better tier loot. But they're a lot harder and you're a lot more likely to die. Also, you're going to get NPCs in bunkers and you're going to get puppets. And in secret bunkers, different type of bunker that's been introduced to the game. So 4 different types, starting at World War II bunkers, which are the easiest. Then going up, I would say abandoned bunkers. And then you've got to consider secret bunkers, and then bunkers are kind of the order that you want to aim at doing these. Now, alongside bunkers, we also have, if we look at points of interest, and we turn this on, so we can see all the different places we might want to go and visit. So if we want to get tools or motorbikes or motorbike parts, we're likely to go to the motorbike track. If we want salt, we're going to go to the salt ponds. If we want bricks, we know over here there's a brick factory. If we want medical supplies, the hospital. So now looking at the map, because we can navigate the map quite easily now with the car, we can start to plan where do we want to go. So if we want to get an aeroplane, we're likely to go to the airfield. Now there's a military airfield up here. There's also a military barracks, a boot camp, military barracks, boot camp. So these military locations are likely to spawn military loot. Makes sense, right? But they're also going to be, and there's military radar and trenches, but these are going to be guarded by sentries. They're going to be harder to find or to get into. If you're on a PvP server, definitely going to be where a lot of the action is. So we've got a lot of things to consider as to where do we go and what do we do. Now, a step back from this, if we take a step back from this, if we're not turn off the points of interest for now, turn off the bunkers. To do bunkers, we need either a key card for the active bunkers, or we're going to need a way to get into the abandoned bunkers. Now, some abandoned bunkers will be open, some won't. Some of them you can hack. Some of them you can just go at nighttime and they'll be open at nighttime. But if you have a crowbar, we can force the doors open. Also, crowbars are really good for things like police stations. And the reason police stations are so important is because we need a way to be able to get those key cards, and they spawn in police stations. So we need a couple of things. We need police stations so we can see where they are. We also need to consider workshops, because workshops are where we're going to get tools. We can also look at military hangars, military warehouses. We can also get stuff from warehouses as well. And they're the kind of places that we're going to go. Gun shops, hunting shops, possibly we can get stuff in there as well. So we want to turn on anywhere where we can go and get some of this better tier loot, because that's what we want to start doing now, finding better tier loot. So we're going to turn on these points of interest. We're also in other going to scroll down, and we want to look for the red toolboxes. So red toolboxes that are spread around the map are likely to have screwdrivers or possibly crowbars and things like that. So they're the things we're looking for. Hunting camps as well can be quite valuable. So anything here where we're likely to find stuff. We also want to pick up a propane tank. There's a few locations where we can get those from if we see one. We want to be able to get a propane tank because we can put that in the car, and then we've got a source of food with the stove that we found. So now we know all of the stuff that we're looking for and all of the stuff that we want. We can keep this map. Now we know on the map we're currently up here in this area in D4. And so there's a few things that we can consider as we kind of look in this area. The first of which is that there's actually a bunker. I'm actually a bit disorientated. 1 second. Oh, I turned the bunkers off. That's why. I was going to say, hold on, there's a bunker there. So if we're looking for the abandoned bunkers at the moment, okay, there's a bunker right here. And so this abandoned bunker is very close to us. There's also some toolboxes that we can potentially find. All right, there's a police station in town here. There's more potential toolboxes here, as well as workshops that we can look for. And so we want to go and loot and look around all of these places. Also, if we go in the city, there's a lot of stuff we can look at in the city. So we're going to use this map, and we're going to have a look around and see what's around, what we can do, where we can go. We want to be able to go and do quests, obviously. If we come down here, as you can see, there's lots and lots of warehouses and military hangars and things like this. But again, these places are going to be guarded by sentries. We're going to have to consider those as we're moving around. Now, if you want to know where is going to be easy and where is going to be a hard place, then we can also look, and this is one of the other things, as we're looking at the bunkers, no, it's not bunkers, sorry. I know there's a way to do this. We can look at these settings. I've got to try and think about where these are. I don't think it's in other. I might be wrong. You can look at the map, the routes that they take. there is a way to do this. I don't recall exactly where it is. It might be in settings. It might be somewhere else. But you can actually see the routes. There we go. Show mech walk path. So this is going to show you where the mechs are. And you can see, there we go. So we know that there's going to be mechs here. And we can see where they walk and the path that they take. So there's going to be a mech at the back and a mech at the front. Now, this is a little bit outdated because some of the bunkers are going to have changed and things are going to be different now. But we can see in an abandoned bunker, there's no mechs. Okay, but if we look at different places, so if we come down to, for example, where we saw those here, look, you can see there's lots of mechs here. You can see where they are. One travels along here, one travels along here. So one here, one here. So you can kind of see they've got a mech that goes around there, a couple that come along here. So if you're trying to get into these places, you really need to consider, how do I get in? How do I do this? And that's the other thing we're going to work into. So I wanted to cover that today because having that awareness and that understanding is really going to make the game just a lot more user-friendly, especially if you're newer to the game. But I think this is kind of indispensable. I think we kind of need this. So I'm going to be using this on my monitor, but let's jump straight back into the game. And again, just wanted to give you this as a starting point, and we're going to look at what are we going to cover today. So we've got our car. Let's jump in and let's figure out, where do we want to go? So we want to go and have a look at the first point of call. We mentioned here, there's going to be just up here, north. So if we head north, we know that there's going to be a toolbox here that we can go and look for. And so that's going to be the first one we're going to do. We also know there's a couple of police stations near us. There's a police station just here, and there's another police station just down here. So we can look at this one here, we can look at this one here, very close to each other, 2 police stations. But again, we can't go into the police stations until we've got screwdrivers and lockpicks. So we're going to go up, we're going to have a look at, or try and see if we can find some screwdrivers. Now let's have a look at how many we've got on us. We've got at the moment 2. So we know we've got 2, we've got some lockpicks. And if we've got bobby pins on us, we can make lockpicks. So we've got bobby pins, so we'll just keep those on us. And we just want screwdrivers now. So that's really our goal today, or at the moment, is to find that loot. Now, we don't need this car battery. We can break that later and get some lead plates from it. We can start looking at, because we want to get military gear now. And one of the reasons we want to do that is because we're going to be dealing with these sentries. And if we've got military gear, we're more camouflaged. And also, if we hide, a mech can literally be walking on top of you, and if you're hidden in a box and they're not in attack mode, you're going to be safe. So the mechs, the sentries, they have, in fact, anything in this game has 3 modes. There's passive, there's alert, and there's combat. So if it's in passive, if a mech is in passive, it will have white lights on the front of it, and it's just following its normal pattern. Now, when it's in a passive mode, it has a longer range that you can be away from it without it detecting you. And anything in a game can detect you via audio or visual. So there's kind of 2 ways that you can be caught out. So you need to consider the noise you're making and how visible you are. Now, that being said, if something's in an alert mode, the range in which it notices you is reduced. And so and the thresholds have changed. And if it's in attacking mode, well, it's locked onto you and it's pretty much it's firing, or it's attacking, or whatever. So they're the 3 modes we need to consider. So understanding that and knowing how the game mechanics work, not that we can exploit them, but we have to use our intelligence. Now, we can level up camouflage by sitting in bushes and moving around, but you will literally be invisible if you're in a bush to something that is on alert or passive. If it is in combat mode, it will see you regardless. So with that being said, again, we're going to head just up here. So we're going to keep going north at the moment, pick up this road. And again, today is a bit about looting. It's about finding out bigger points of interest. And now, at this point of the game, everything at the moment, while there's been some risk, has been relatively risk-free. I would argue that it's not been too risky. Everything that we do now from this point on, there's just a much higher chance of dying. And we need to take that into consideration. So, we want to fix the truck up. We need more money to do that. We want to do some quests whenever we can. We want to think about building a base. That's something else. Now, we don't need a base, but, you know, it'd be cool to have. But ultimately, I think having a car like this becomes our base. The only problem is if anything happens to this car, well, we could be in trouble. So, watching out for NPCs. Now, little places like this, very easy for us to be able to drive past. And if there is an NPC, they're going to hear us. They're going to come out and attack us. So I feel pretty safe to jump out. We're still going to listen. There could be puppets. I can't hear any NPCs. So we're good. Now, we can cook here. Oh, we found some milk. Nice. Threads. Got some short pants we can put them on. Got a kitchen knife. Anything we can sell for money. Water's good. We'll take a better kitchen knife. We can take as much loot as we want now because we've got the space for it. And we can always sell stuff. Now, you'll start to learn what's worth money and what's not. And we don't want to buy stuff that's a waste. Rags, not really needing a lot of that stuff anymore. What we're after, the only thing we're really after is a red toolbox. We know there's one here. So this is a red toolbox. Search it. And we are hopeful that we are going to find ourselves a screwdriver. That is what we're looking for. Screwdrivers. There are two types. There's yellow and red. They both do exactly the same thing, but a yellow one has more charges on it. And again, that's what we're going to be looking for. Perfect. Look, small screwdriver. It's got 2 charges. So that's exactly what we want. Now, if you decide to go down to somewhere like the dirt bike track and just stock up there, that's something you can do. For now, however, that's the only one I think that is here. So that is going to be the workshop. Actually, I think there's something at the back here. This is kind of like a shop. Bobby pins, we'll take those. I don't think there's a workshop anywhere else. We're just going to have a quick look upstairs. Now, we're not going to worry about searching the shelves. We're just looking in the vicinity, seeing if there's anything available on the shelves. If not, we're going to leave. We don't want to waste time. Yeah, we did check that. Okay, cool. Gloves also can be handy for breaking into stuff. You want insulated rubber gloves, really. We did the house. We did everything else. All right. We're good. There's nothing really else here. Nope. All right. We're good. Let's go. So, a couple more screwdrivers, which is good. Again, we're still looking for the crowbar. So now we're going to look for the next point of interest. And the next point of interest we've got, there's actually another one we can do, which is a little bit higher up this road. So we can travel up this road. There's one just here. So we're going to travel kind of in a north direction. We can see we're going the right way, northwest, which is fine. So we'll follow this road up just a little bit. And there should be a building on the right-hand side. Zombie over there, puppet over there. We'll ignore that. Puppets at the moment don't really, there's no need for us to engage with them anymore. They don't offer much value anymore. We go see some buildings up here on the right. Again, we're going to check for NPCs. We're also looking, by the way, for car spawns. So vehicle spawns, there we go. There's a tractor there. There's a vehicle spawn. There's possibly going to be an NPC. Drive round. Nope. No puppets, no NPCs. There could be an NPC and it's just we can't hear it. Still be careful. There's a puppet over there. So puppets, normally not a bad thing. So this, if we have a look, all of this space, look at the amount of space you've got on a tractor. It is huge. So there's not much space on the tractor, but the tractor carriage is huge. But we've got to consider that. Now we can take parts off of this, break it down, sell it. That's an option. Or if we find another one of these with the parts we need, we can simply just add them on. We can also go to the junkyard and fix the car up there as well. We want feathers because feathers will allow us to make more arrows. So always check places like this for feathers. I don't have a melee weapon. I don't know why. We're going to put that in a hotbar. There's also a couple of quests that we're working on. And so it doesn't hurt for us to be able to go to the journal and have a look at what we're doing. So this one is check fountains for suspicious material. And this one's checking telephone booths. So telephone booths are going to be in main towns. But we can enable this and then just keep an eye on it. So we always know what we're doing. There's a puppet over there. Could be some eggs here. There's definitely feathers here, which is good. Take them so we can craft. Check out the tree. Get some water while we're here. All right. So just keeping topped up on stuff. Now, obviously, we haven't got a great diet. We're just eating fruit. We need some meat. That stuff will come in a bit. It's actually empty. There's nothing in there. All right, so another workshop. Just bolts. We're not bothered about bolts and things like that. We'll take gunpowder because we can use that to craft ammunition. We need lead plates as well. We need better clothing as well. We can start to work on that. Okay. So there is no. Oh, there we go. Lead plates, perfect. So good place to find those. There's a red toolbox. Nothing in that one though. Second one, unfortunately. All right, so again, we don't really need to waste our time for anything else here. We'll just grab a few bits that we need and we'll go. And we're going to just rinse and repeat. So now we've got a couple of screwdrivers. We haven't found any, obviously, crowbars or anything like that. But we can head into town. So again, there's a couple of towns we can look at. Another place we can look at on the map, if we're looking at buildings, is going to be car garages. Car garages is another one. So we're going to head into this town here at the bottom of D4. I think we need a new alternator. So we need to turn around. We'll follow the road down and then across, and that'll take us straight into town. And we'll just stick to the roads for now. We need water as well. So we can see to the left, there is a river just here. Knowing the fact that we're thirsty, there it is, we can actually pop over to the creek here and have a little drink, fill up our water bottles. Again, just having this car makes life so much easier. So first thing we'll do is fill the water bottle. I think we've got 2 water bottles, right? Yeah, and then we'll have a drink. We'll drink twice. So just taking care of ourselves, making sure we're still surviving, obviously. We want a better and a bigger water bottle. We'll work on that in a bit. We've got some milk as well. Milk's, yeah, it's okay. We can drink some milk, eat the apple, do that good stuff. We've only got 5 of these. It's always good, and I recommend to chop down a tree. So if we're near a tree, chop one down and then just keep the wood in the car. Not a bad shout. That way you've always got. This is a nightmare to start. We're gonna have to repair this and get it fixed. Right, we want that row. We're not going to get a tree now, but yeah, if we have a tree, we can get a few more arrows and things, and always have wood if we need it. So a couple of logs. You don't need to turn them into planks or anything. So what I would recommend having is a couple of logs and a couple of stick bundles. That's all you would need. And if you need to break them down, you can. Well, not stick bundles, actually, stick branches. Is this the right way? We want to go right. Oh, we missed it. My bad. We actually want to go back up and left. We missed the turning, so I'll just cut across. If we go this way, we will pick the road up. Be careful not to hit a tree. There we go. And we'll take this into town. We'll also be able to check phone boxes. We can turn the phone boxes on the map as well. Again, scum-map.com. I want to get some doors. Especially a driver door. Just so we can protect ourselves. We can be attacked quite easily where we are. And yeah, this is just a much easier and better way to be able to play this game. Now, in a PvP server, the rules are very different. You're not just going to be roaming around like this on your own. In a car like this, you're going to get, it's going to get stolen. People are going to want to take it off you. So people are going to try and kill you, campers, and what's in the noise you'll be making as well. But in a PvE server, totally fine. Alright, now, two ways to do this. We can stop here and we can systematically head through town, or we can just drive through, do a loop. And as long as we keep... we can hear the zombies or the puppets. So we're just revving the engine, going through, making lots of noise. We're just asking the question, who's here? They're not always going to get an answer. But you can assume there's going to be NPCs here. And you also, if they are NPCs and they attack you, if there are NPCs and they attack you, then it's going to be much easier to know what gun they've got or what weapon they've got and how you want to deal with them. It's very quiet here. It's a little bit too quiet here. Got to be going at a certain speed to be able to do damage to these guys. And when he does that, that roar, by the way, if he roars like that, it's a proc chance of a zombie horde appearing. So we have to be careful with that. All right. I feel relatively safe. Obviously, we're looking out and listening out. It does not appear that any NPCs have spawned. So now we can start looking around, seeing what we want to loot and what we want to do. Again, we're looking for garages. So given where we are and using the map, the scum-map.com, what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to look for garages and we're going to go around all of those and see if we can find any more screwdrivers. Keeping an eye on a couple of things. One, we're keeping an eye on the, or listening out for the audio, and two, making sure we're always in cover. We've always got cover. See, there's one there. If we can, we'll deal with it quietly. But I want to make sure the gun is always my standard go-to. Now we're going to take duct tape because we need duct tape because that's what we're going to use to make silencers, and we absolutely want silencers. Go and check that out up there. There's a garage here, car garage. All right. So already, as you can see there, that is part of a RIS. It's a plough for a RIS, okay? Now we could take that, we could put that in our car if we wanted to, and we could sell it. Also a gasoline canister there, which we can take. It's got some gas in it, so free gas is always good. Oh, there's the other guy. Still looking out. This is more of a barn setting, but we'll still check it out. Another one up there. Okay. There's a well there. We don't need water now. We've got water. We're good. We'll keep walking up. There's another garage here. And I'm listening. I'm not rushing. Okay, we can take the radio, but we've got a lockpick. That's great. We want that. Take the glue because that's for a quest. So anything for quests or anything that we know that we might want to hand in, we'll keep hold of. We can also check cars. Cars, we don't need the metal from them, but sometimes worth checking. Okay, so we've done this one now. We want to go back down this road here. Just lurking around. Okay, definitely seems a bit too quiet. There's a workshop. Workshops that kind of look like this normally have drill presses and things in them. Also, loads of scrap here. Scrap piles are good. What's that? Just insulated gloves, drill press. As I mentioned, we'll check these. Screwdrivers, often you can find in places like this as well. Yeah, this is pretty much us. Metal pipe, don't need that at the moment. Oh, over there. NPC. There is an NPC. We don't know where they are. First thing to deal with is this. All right, we need to find out where this NPC is. Just listening at the moment. We know there's an NPC here, we just don't know where they are. It could be in that garage. It's possible they might spawn in there. We're going to come this way. Trying to keep some cover between us and them. Just walking at the moment. They did hear that. So we know there's an NPC. There's two potentially. It sounds like a male and a female. We just don't know where they are. So, we don't know what guns they've got. We don't know the condition or... We need to search. Possibly in that garage. We'll keep looking. Now the fact they're not here makes me think they're locked in somewhere. In there. Okay, so we know they're in there. They've got a gun. We can see the guns. There's two of them. Unlucky with the... All right. Now the zombies are going to come in because they heard us. We don't want a zombie horde to spawn in. All right, we can take the gun. We don't need this, but we can take it. I'd rather have this on. We can get human meat, so we can chop these up. Then we've got food. All right. So obviously taking my time a little bit there. Making sure that as I was going around, I was trying to figure out where they were, what was going on, using everything around me. If they rush you, they're in the open. If they're not, normally they've spawned inside. That's what that means. So, all right, we're going to chop this up. Now, we're a little bit encumbered at the moment. That's okay. We can walk back to the car and drop a load of stuff off. Stuck a boombox under our jacket. All right, we'll get some meat. Chop this up. Now, we need a propane tank, because with the propane tank, we've then got the ability to... Or, what would be better is if we had the gas canister with the generator and then the electric stove. Two options. Or the gas canister and the gas stove. And we've got a gas stove, we just haven't got the gas. Get a gas canister, then we don't have to cook a fire every time. We can just cook. We've got a frying pan. So cooking material is definitely one thing we want to work on. All right, we'll do the arms as well. So just giving ourselves some meat. We need to upgrade all of our kit because it's all getting a bit knackered now. Especially stuff like this that we can't repair. We'll have to make another one or find one. Okay. Bit knackered from all the work we're doing, but that's all good. Now we don't have any salt. We need to find some salt as well. That'll keep us going. There's no real point looking for anything else. All right, let's, whilst we're here, just search these. Now, just because we've killed these, we're not going to assume that it's safe. Still going to consider there might be a risk here. There's a zombie there. We'll just... how many arrows have we got left? 4. Okay, nice and easy. It is possible that NPCs can still spawn into this area. They both had guns. They were primitive guns, but still guns. Nice, 9mm ammo, we'll take that. Oh wow, okay. Bobby pins, duct tape, and we're going to eat as much of that as we can. We're not going to bother taking it with us, but we'll fill our stomach up on watermelon because it's good for us. And just keep looking around. There is a safe there, which we'll check out in a minute. I think we're pretty safe here now, though. We're just filling our stomach up with watermelon at the moment, just so we can keep processing in the background. And that'll sort the water out that we're a little bit short on, but energy is nearly 200%, so that's good. We need some vitamins, so we'll go to the pharmacy and see if we can find any. All right, we'll cancel that. And then I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll just, we will cut that. We haven't got any space. We literally don't have any space, we can't take any. We're going to go back to the truck. I actually don't want that. I'll take that instead. Anything else I don't care about or I don't want? I don't want that butter knife. That's fine. We'll take that food instead. We can munch on that later. And yeah, just check the safe. All right, we're good to go. Should be okay. You can hear an animal. That means it's a mini game. A bit like with the lock picking. You can track animals and then kill them. Oh. We don't want to make noise if we can help it. We're prepared for NPCs. We haven't got any space for that. That's fine. We don't really need it. We've got the bobby pins work.
I hear you creeping.
Oh, crap, there's 2 more NPCs. I don't know where they are. They could be locked. Could be in a police station, but there's potentially 2 NPCs that have spawned. We're going to have to deal with them. We need to know how many rounds we've got left. And we've got our spare ammo. So we've got a spare clip here. So we could just reload. So we've got a fresh clip. Yeah, that one was almost out. So what we'll do is we'll load that before we go anywhere. Because we've obviously fired off a lot of rounds. And we really want a suppressor. So we can use the can. If we drink the can. Now the fact that those NPCs haven't come to us. If I use, 1 second. If I use that on that. I can craft it into these 2. I need that with it as well. What do I need to craft this into a suppressor? Oh, I can do it. got a suppressor back on here again. Good. All right, let's get back. So there potentially could... I guess they could be in a police station. We're going to go super slow. We are listening out. Maybe it wasn't the best place to park. Okay. Let's chuck some of this big stuff in here. That weighs so much. So does all this meat. We just get that out of the way and nothing else. That's it. Now we're not encumbered anymore. That weighs a lot. We'll get rid of that. All right, we're good. We don't weigh as much anymore. Oh, the milk as well. We'll get rid of that. Anything that weighs a decent amount, we'll get rid of for now. We don't need a clip. We can get rid of that. 1.6 on the lead plates. They weigh they weigh so much. And a compass weighs quite a bit as well. I can hear him. But I don't know where he is.
Come out and fight!
Okay. We've got some pasta and a cooking pot. That's good. We'll stick them in the cart. Can't see him. I don't think he's in the police station, you know. Maybe he is. Okay. I don't think he's here. Could he be on the roof? I mean, it's possible he's on the roof. He could be. He's going to be in another building. We'll check the roof. I don't actually know where he is. We heard him here. Could be in the school. So we heard him down the side here. So he's not in the police station. He could be in the school. We can't see him. And he's not rushing us.
You're dead, mate! Whoever you are!
There's two of them.
Finally!
There.
Someone with some
Oh, bows and arrows. Okay. Oh. Done. All right. We're good. Got to figure out what happened to our gun. I think it jammed, but don't know why. I suppose it's always good to have another gun on backup, but I don't have a silencer on the other gun, which is why I didn't want to use it, because I didn't want to alert any... and because I knew they only had bows, I knew I was pretty safe. But this now, if I press the R key, there we go, look, there's a gun jam. So stovepipe, bad round, stuck bullet, or round not loaded. You have to figure out what's wrong with it. Normally, if it's a bad round and you want to check it, it could clear it. Nope. All right. Stovepipe. Nope. So always go for a stuck bullet, because stuck bullet is just the easiest way to clear most things. All right, we're good. Primitive. You've kind of got different tiers, right, of people. So I guess we could... Oh, look. Carbon arrow is pretty cool. We don't want that. We can take that because we can remove that from my hands and it goes into his backpack. We can take that and, again, we can sell it. It's worth not a lot, but... Yeah, these guys dead now. So just process of elimination to try and figure out where they are, what they're doing, what's going on. Oh, look, we've got no shoes. We'll put his shoes on just because our rags are a bit of a mess. All right. I don't tend to find much. I'll drink all of that. And then I'm going to make an improvised suppressor with it. Just because otherwise I'd leave it behind. And I don't need too many water bottles. But what I'd rather do is make one with... I think I had another can, right? No, I do not. I thought I had a second can. But we can make one with that. So we'll make an improvised bottle suppressor. With that. Hopefully I've used the right one. The 0.5 and not the 5. Yes, that's the right one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on there. So now at least I know I've got a suppressor on both weapons. Good. I'll pick up my crossbow. And just go and chuck this stuff in the car. The pot can go in the car. Carbon arrow for now. Oh, we'll put a pasta in as well and cook that later. Crossbow and yeah, all the big things that kind of get in our way at the moment. We'll put those in the car. And look, the car, just so much space. So much space. This is why I wanted that car. All right, let's go. So now we're pretty confident most of the stuff here is sorted. We can go and lockpick. And we don't have gloves on, so we could get damaged, but we've got 6 lockpicks and 4 screwdrivers. So if we haven't done this before, you have to feather the F key. You have to drag the mouse to the left and the right. It is really finicky. And if you're not very good at it, like me, like that, we don't do it. But don't worry, the second time you do it, it is actually much easier. Much easier the second time. So you just got to try and find that sweet spot on where it is without breaking the bobby pin. Then we can search. And look at that. Okay, boom, straight away. We have just picked up a new gun. Let's move this, get that shotgun across. Now we can choose to keep it or sell it. There's a lot of stuff we can do with it, but yeah. We'll now choose, do we want the shotgun? Like, what do we want to do? What do we want to use? And that's where we get, or we can just sell it, make money. All right, we're going to do this one. Again, we've only got 2 shots on this, so. Okay, it didn't work. I'm not very good at this, by the way. I normally need 2 attempts. Nothing in that one, so that was a bit of a waste. And that's how quickly we can burn through our screwdrivers, which is why it is super important to have either a crowbar or a lot of screwdrivers. Crowbar, we can just force it open. Any coffee for us? No. Okay. Any drinks for us? Take the clips though. Okay. Couple of oh nice. There's a drink there. We'll take the lime soda. Because now we've got a big bottle and that's what we really wanted. Because if we look at this, 2 of these is going to give us 10, but this gives us 20. So yeah, much better. We want the short trousers though. Leave them behind. Take the ammo. Often get ammo in these boxes, which is great. Can't do anything sadly with those because we don't have any more lock picks, which is why they're just locked. All right, I mean, there's not really much else we can do in this police station. Sadly, don't have the stuff that we need to do that. Let's chuck that in there with anything that weighs a lot. We'll eat some chocolate as well. Just tick us over. All right, we're good. We're good. So just keep an eye on our weight, obviously. We'll keep that in the van for now. So we'll always come back to the truck as our kind of base. Otherwise, we're going to just check out one more thing while we're here. That's the pharmacy. So don't forget you can shake these trees out and you get dates. So just constantly munching on food. We're in a good state. We've got loads of stuff processing for us at the moment. And it's not bad stuff as well. We're being a little bit more selective on what we eat now. As opposed to eating cactuses at the start of the game. Things like that. Great. We'll keep those as a source of healing. And now anything in here that we can sell or stuff that we have to keep on us for an emergency. We always want to keep, ideally, some antibiotics on us in case we get an infection. And, I mean, we can always go to a trader, so it's not a problem, but yeah. And some activated charcoal is good to keep on us in case we get, or in case we have a problem with radiation or anything like that we need to deal with. Gonna put some underpants on. Oh, I've got my short pants on though. What do I want? Short pants or underpants? Underpants are... We'll go sell the underpants. Now we've worn them, they'll be worth more money. Okay, good again. All right. They're the only 2 buildings we really care about in these places. And that's it. Town is done. Now we move on to the next place. And we just keep going and work from trader to trader. Bouncing around. And that's how we're going to make money and also pick up the stuff that we want to pick up. The only thing I didn't check here, which I should do, I'm just going to have a quick look on the map for, is telephone boxes. I don't think there's no telephone boxes here. And we need TVs as well, but I don't think there's any TVs here either. The other thing we've got on the quest side of things, check fountains for suspicious materials. I don't think there's any fountains here, not in this town. But as you walk around the towns, you're going to start to find these things and know where they are now. The only thing I've seen is that down there, but that's not a fountain. It's just a well. So you'd normally want to go into the whatever the town centre would be, and that is where you will know if it has what it is you're looking for. We missed one here. We'll just do this real quick. Take the hose. Also looks like we've got a handguard there. Alright, it's worth checking. You never know what you're going to find. Alright, off we go. Hopefully. Come on. Come on. Bye, mate. There's another one chasing us. Anyway, we're out of town. We did it. All good. All good. All good so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start heading down towards this trader. The next place for us to visit, or the next town for us to visit, is down here. It's actually not that far to go. We just got to follow the coastline. So if we wanted to head south, we could just literally follow that around the coastline, or if we don't want to follow the coastline, we have to go all the way up, down and back round. So it looks like it's pretty flat down there. So we're going to go this way. Then we can go to the trader, we can sell everything, and we'll just be able to drive our truck straight into the trader and just unload everything we need where we need it. So that's our goal for today. Police stations and better gear, better guns, better weapons, armor, sorry, better kit. And we're looking for, in those, where we have to search inside those lockers, they can spawn key cards. And that is what we're looking for. Key cards for bunkers. Here's the town. So we are going to do the exact same thing again. Look, there's actually a road here that takes us into town. We're going to drive around. There's a zombie. All right, puppets are good. This place not too bad. There's the police station. Is anyone coming out to shoot us? No. Okay. Then we'll just have a little look around. It's a bit smaller, this place. Getting a visual idea of where we're looking at, what we're dealing with. Any NPCs? You can see a garage there. That watermelon's going right through me now. Still got the fresh water that we're getting through, but 200% on there. Now, there's no real point in us doing this police station because we don't actually have any screwdrivers left. So the only thing we're going to do is check out the... Yes, exactly what we wanted. I know we had one of these before, I'm sure we did, but for whatever reason we lost it or couldn't find it, so we'll take that. Just listening out. Inside, they're fine. There's actually a bike there. Oh. If we wanted another dirt bike, we now know there's one here. Although that one's in a bit of a sorry state. It's actually got nothing at all on it. It is always worth searching puppets. Batteries, bobby pins, again, all valuable stuff. Okay, there's a garage here, which we're going to check out. We're just dropping this off. So that now lives in there with the hose. Chuck that in there as well, just so we're not too encumbered. Don't think there's anything else here. I can't hear or see anything else. We'll look around. We could get some ammo and things like this. That's always good, but otherwise we're not stressing too much. The ammo is good because it just means we haven't got to craft it. Crafted ammo is actually, for some, I guess, makes sense, but crafted ammo is weaker than bought ammo or found ammo. Can check these as well. Always check the vicinity because that's where a lot of this stuff will be. Nothing here. No, we're good. Get these lockers. Sometimes you get gear in them. Again, these are the ones we want. All right. No joy. Don't really want a pen. Always check the roof now because, again, I found toolboxes on the roof and I never used to check them, but now, all the time. Just because I know that red toolboxes spawn up here. There's an eagle clip, so yeah, good little spawn location. Some good loot on the roof. And then just jump down and off we go. All right. Actually a solid little win there, getting that generator. That's massive for us. So last thing I want to check out today. We've done a couple of police stations and we haven't done them fully at the moment, but the whole point of getting police stations, as I mentioned, is to get key cards. We're now confident with the gear that we've got and we've got the card to loot properly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head exactly east. When I say exactly east, I mean I'm going to go cross country in this. Keep an eye on our fuel. You can fill fuel up at places like that, little towns like that on the seaside. There's normally little boat harbours. You can fill fuel up there. rather than going out to a gas station. You can find a gas station as well, and it's on scum-map.com, but it tells you where all the fuel points are, and it's a lot safer to fuel up. Well, when I say safer, you're less likely to die, but you could end up sinking your vehicle in the drink. So if you're not careful and you end up in the ocean, you're not getting your car back out. Just bear that in mind. Alright, so we followed this road up. And a good way to know where the bunkers are is you follow these power lines. These power lines will typically take you into the bunker. What we're going to do now is, it's going to go to the right in a minute. We want to go straight on. So when this road veers off, there, no, not there, here, we're going to go straight on. So we're going to go this way. And then we want to do the next right when it sort of veers off to the right. Should be here. And again, following these power lines are the clue. So these power lines will take you right up to the front door of the bunker. Now this is an abandoned bunker, and you can see it because it's got these blue fences around it. And because it's abandoned, there's going to be so many different ways you can get inside. Two choices here. You can either drive straight in, but there are going to be puppets. Well, there should be puppets. All right, let's talk about this. So, abandoned bunker. Obviously, it's abandoned, which is all good. I don't think there's NPCs here. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's NPCs here. I've never seen them spawn. But puppets, absolutely. And the puppets that spawn here are going to be military puppets. Military puppets are sometimes going to drop key cards, but also might drop military loot. It's possible. What we're going to do is we're just going to have a little search around, see if we can find anything. A couple of outbuildings here we'll check out. It's a little bit quiet here, actually. I'm a bit concerned. Salt, fantastic. We don't need another cooking pot. We've already got one. I mean, we could take it to sell it, obviously. But the salt is good because we can use that. Another boombox, Jesus. So many of these. I'll put that there. Take that and go and put it in the cart. Again, just stuff to sell. It's all money. And the other good thing about bringing a car in here is the fact that it's so close to us. Really easy to just dump stuff in. Like that. All right. Now, there's a couple of things to consider here. There's going to be these sentries dotted about. Now, I don't know where the puppets are. Why we haven't got any puppets here. A little bit. Looking around. That puppet's dead. Okay, so these are the mechs, the sentries, and they've got these lights. You see these blue lights on the front? That means they're, well, it's dead. These are either going to be white, yellow, or red. White is that passive mode. There you go. So this is a military. You can see he's got military gear on, right? Doesn't mean he's any stronger than normal. But yeah. Combat construction boots. No, don't really care about them for now. So yeah, these mechs, as you see, they've got these lights on the front of them, right? Now they're either going to be white, which means they're in passive mode or peacekeeping mode. It means they're going to be yellow or orange, which means they're going to be in active, trying to hunt you down mode, or alert mode, or red, which means they're going to be fighting. You can kill these, but they are a nightmare to kill, and they will hurt you. They also fire like an EMP weapon or a distortion weapon out the front of them. They've got missiles they can fire out the top of them. They've got like shotgun or whatever it is, or like a cannon that they fire. So just bear that in mind. Those things they pack a punch and they hurt. And also, they're loud. So when they start firing, puppets spawn. So they're not only dealing with that, you're dealing with puppets as well. And a puppet horde can overwhelm you very quickly. You're not going to be able to fight off a puppet horde with a bow and arrow or a melee weapon. You need automatic weapons, or at least at the absolute minimum semi-automatic. All right, now with that being said, there's never normally any loot in here because in these abandoned ones, and I've never ever found anything on these dead bodies. These are workers that have been, as you can see, heads caved in, legs blown off. Pretty gruesome stuff, but pretty cool. Otherwise, yeah, doesn't really. It's just like as you can see, abandoned. So it's like a barracks over the back here. We'll check this out. Again, I've never. He's missing his shoulder. I think they're just decorative, even though you can explore them. Okay, well, cleaver's nice. No, I don't know. I'm going to check one more. Well, only half of this guy. All right. There is another one here which is more intact, but again, nothing on it. Checking the vicinity anyway. There are a couple of bins you can check, but again, I don't think the time for the reward here is worth it. Not in these. What we can do, however, is go up to the front of the bunker. Solar panels on the top here. So we can go up to the... Oh, there's another mech over here as well. I forgot this one. So not a soldier. This one's got body armor on. But right, we've got our tactical military pants. Question is, do we want to change the colour of them? We don't. Construction boots. It's only on 6%. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to give you good loot. It might. Sometimes it's pretty trash. Medieval sword. Oh, hell yeah, we'll take that. Oh, yes. Not really. I mean, we might again find some salt or pepper, which is why it's always worth looking, but otherwise, we're good. All right, so then up to the front of the bunker. That could spawn a horde. Want to see what the sword does? Nice. Do I go for construction boots now? I can repair them. Yeah, we'll go for the construction boots. They're only going to repair to 50%. Anything under 20 repairs to 50, over 20 repairs to 100. But we'll take some construction boots instead. Again, this is a good place to get your tactical military pants that you might want. For the cart. We'll get rid of the cleaver. We'll get rid of the sword. Actually running out of stuff. We've actually stacked up quite a bit of stuff here, so we're just going to empty out some of this stuff. Not all of it, but just some of it. I wish, again, there was an easy way to move this into the car. There's not. I'm just checking the hotkeys. The only way to do it is to drag it across, which, again, at the moment, It's a bit painful. I'm sure they're working on it. I wish they'd work on it quicker, but I'm sure they're working on it. We're all good. All right, we'll chuck that and that in there for now. We'll just do a little repair on this, just so it's back to 100. Now, we can find here in these locations a military quiver. So these abandoned outposts are great because if we find a military quiver, that's the top tier. So when we talk about progression in this game, you start off with an improvised quiver, which allows 1 set of arrows. Then you upgrade to an animal skin, which allows 2. And then a military will allow 3. So military gear, obviously being the best gear, that's what we're working towards. So with these bunkers, I'm just one day hoping to find something in these, but... All right, so 3 things is going to happen at this point, right, when you get to here. 1, it's going to say hold for more interactions. This is not always the case. It does not always do this. So sometimes when you come here, you will not have the option for that. It will not allow you to do that. And before we do this, by the way, if we open this up, you can actually climb up here. And you've got the ability here to find a little bit more loot maybe. A couple of things that could be here, and it just goes down the other side. Now, if you've got a crowbar, you can force this door open. Or you can come back at night time when they should be open. In the day, either it will say nothing, or it's going to say hold for more options, and we can hack it. But in order to hack this, it says we're missing a screwdriver. Now, I know we're not. We have... Oh, we've used all our screwdrivers up, haven't we? And it's raining, so we're going to get wet. We don't have any... Oh, we need a screwdriver. Do we not have 1 screwdriver? That's so sad. We used them all. All right, well, that's a shame. That's a shame. We can come back at night time. But yeah, we don't have a screwdriver, so we can't go in there at the moment. So we don't have a key card. If we had a key card, we could open it. We don't have the key card. If we had a screwdriver, now you can't always hack it. Sometimes it won't let you. Sometimes it's just locked and you can't do it. But in this case, we can, but we need a screwdriver. So we can come back here. We'll get a screwdriver, we can come back. But for now, I was kind of really hoping to show you that because you go in there, there's loot in there, some other stuff, and I'm on the absolute off chance going to check. And I have no faith that we're going to find one in here, but no. We're going to search anyway. You never know. No. But when we get into the traders, we're going to buy all the stuff we need. All right, so that's our next point of call, is to get down to the trader, sell all of the stuff that we've got. And for that, we just need to be getting onto that main road and then heading south, so... All right, let's see. We're on, I think this is the right path. Oh, I think this is the right path now. Yeah. All right, so we're going to follow this now. Now, this path is going to take us all the way down through the next town. We have to make a choice at this point. Do we want to stop in that town or not? So if we just have a look on the map. So what I'm going to do is just head back over like we did before. So I've been using this whole time. Look around. We've just come from here. We're now on this path coming down. We're coming down to this town. And this little town, we can see I've got toolboxes turned on. I've got propane tanks turned on. I've got phone booths turned on. All of the things I'm looking for, hunting spots, gun shops, military hangars. Just the thing, I've not got everything turned on because it's overwhelming, but just the things I'm looking for, right? So it doesn't give me any noise. Because if I turned on everything here, right, there's a few more things, but it's going to tell you here there is there's a drill press lathe, so we could go into there. But you can see here, and there's another mechanic shop there, so we could find tools in there. It is possible. So you might want to go and have a look in there. But this is the town we're heading into. So again, need to make a decision. Do we want to look in? Is there anything worth us finding? And if not, then we need to just move on to the next place. Industrial areas, harbours, bases. All of them are risky now. And all of them could kill us. But that's kind of where we're at in this point in the game, is just trying to find that good tier loot, or get ready for that good tier loot now. So, let's go and sell everything and see where we are. By the way, 235 fame points now. So we're definitely making good progress. Now remember, there was a little place like this that we visited with the NPC that had the that was hiding upstairs that nearly killed us. That's totally possible. I think that the developers should change this so that only low tier NPCs spawn here and high tier NPCs spawn in towns or not even towns, but military bases. Like, there's a zombie. I keep them from zombies, but puppets, you know what I mean. Right, let's check this out. Raisins good. We'll take them. Normally somewhere safe or something back here. No, okay. Oh, we're not going to bother going to the apartments. Again, I have yet to find an oven and a fridge working in the same location. It's either one, it's one or the other. Oh my god. Jesus, that scared the crap out of me. I'm not even going to lie to you. That I was not expecting that. Okay, I just need to take a moment. That I think I might have just shit myself. Hold on, let me check. Oh my god, is that real? Okay. What is that doing hanging out? Okay. They need to work on the animations to actually pull your trousers down. I mean, my head's bleeding. My arm is what's bleeding? What's my arm? All right. It will heal itself up, but that just all right, I feel better now. Needed a moment from that. That was unexpected. All right, we'll take the smartphone though. Thank you very much. And we're just going to check and have a little look while we're in here. Bolts. Ooh, car labels, Ranger backlight. Yeah, we'll take that. I don't know if our Ranger's got a backlight, but we'll have a look. There for the pen. Sometimes you can search some of these boxes like this. Not always. Now, because we're wet, we're over encumbered. Because if we look, all of the weight of our stuff that we're carrying, it just adds so much weight because of the water that it becomes a huge problem. Let me check. Is there a back? Oh, look at that. So we should. I don't want to remove that. What we need to do is we need to put that in our hand. So if we put the Ranger backlight right in our hand, and we come here, install Ranger light, boom. Oh, we just found a light. Nice, see, and we're going to just gradually start repairing our car as we go. We need to get rid of as much weight as we can right now. Not that we have much on us. All of this stuff weighs us down. But even that, we've got nothing on us. It's just our gear. We're going to have to take our body armor off, which is a really bad mistake, in my opinion. Right, listening out. Nothing in the vicinity, we're okay. We're just going to go and run through here. Dirt bike headlights, again, something we'll take and sell. Not all barns have got stuff in, but it is worth checking some of them because, again, feathers and things for arrows. You're not really going to find feathers in city centres, not really. All right, let's check this garage up here. Can't see a thing. Oh, hello. Well, we need that. So we'll remove that light. That's our second light, so they're fixed now, which is good. In fact, there's one on that side as well. Look, we can take that as well. It hasn't got any doors though, which is a shame. I was kind of hoping it'd have doors. It does have front lights, so we'll take the front light out. No engine, which is annoying because I kind of wanted the alternator. Does have back seats, doesn't have a passenger seat, but look, it's got a driver's seat. We could take that and sell that. Again, all worth something, right? The panels, things like that. If the panels are in good condition or better condition than ours, we can take them off. It's got no wheels. But yeah, car spawns. All right, that's it. Let's go back. Oh, wait a sec, there's one more. So whilst there's not red toolboxes here, it's still worth checking out these garages. Still get a lot of good loot in them. But NPCs and things can spawn in here sometimes, so you just need to bear that in mind. I mean, another boombox. Okay, whatever. We'll keep going with it. All right, let's go make some money. We're going to go back to the trader now. Appreciate this is a little bit longer this episode, but we've done a lot. We have done a lot. No fountains yet. And we've only got a day and 18 hours left, so we need to get that quest done. Done that one, we've done the others. I think we're good. I think we've done everything now. We need a front bumper as well. Yeah, look, we're missing a light. So let's chuck the seat in the back and get rid of that and that and that. This is the front right light that we were missing. Oh no, that's that one, isn't it? Oh, so we needed front left. My bad, wrong one. Oh well. We'll take it anyway. We've got the rear back Ranger back left. All right, Right, so we're starting to slowly get the car back together. We'll keep working on that. All right, now we need to just keep going south. Get through this town, and we're pretty safe. There's not really anything that can hurt us at this point unless we make a mistake and go into the drink. Hopefully we won't do. So we're going to stay on this path. We're going to follow this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go directly south. And the reason for that is because if you look on the map, we need to cut around this bit of water here. We need to cut around this bit of water. So we need to come down south, almost, I would say, southeast. We need to go this way. Much easier and better for us. Taking it slow, because what we don't want to do is hit any rocks, any trees. We don't want to jump too high and smash the car up. We want to keep this car in good condition. Okay. Let's get to the trader, sell everything off. It's going to take a little bit of time, a bit of a longer episode today, but we'll get some money out of this, and from that we can start doing some upgrades. In fact, we can even buy the doors and panels we need when we're servicing this mechanic. So if we want to just do that, make life a bit easier, but it will cost money, mind. Alright. Still going the right way. A lot of checking of the map to make sure we're still on track. That's where we're doing a bit of damage. We've got to be a bit careful. Also, I mean, you could try and drive like this, but I find that harder, to be honest. Yep, still doing good. Bit rocky. That's where you do a lot of damage. So we did a lot of damage there. So those big jumps, they're fun, but that's where you end up damaging the car. We picked up a path, so we're on the right direction. So now again, southeast still, a little bit more towards south now. And we should, in a minute, as we get over this and around these trees, start to see the water. Well, maybe not because of the storm. But as you can see, we're getting close to this bit. So we should, if we go directly south now, we should hug the water around and then, or hug around the edge of the water. And go. Need to make sure that our feet don't get too wet. One of the challenges at the moment is, as we already know, infections. Things like trench foot or... Alright, that was bad. Things like trench foot, things like infections, stuff like that. This water, this weather can cause a lot of problems if you're not prepared for it. Again, surviving isn't just about not dying. Survival games like this, they're also about the elements and how they can ruin you. Right, so look, we've got to this path, which, if we follow this path down, where do we want to go? We want to go west, don't we? So yeah, we want to do that. So we're going to follow this down now, and the water will be on the right-hand side. There it is. So we've made it around the water. We just can't get over this barrier at the moment. It means we kind of need to just follow the barrier along this part here, but we do not want to end up in a drink and ruin our car. That would be a sad day. So we're going to take it chill. We're going to relax. All right. Cargo drop deployed. Landing in 10 minutes. Sector B4. That's over there. If I exit the server, we'll lose that. So I'm kind of tempted to go and do that before we end. It means it's going to be a slightly longer video, but do you know what? Yeah, we're going to go and do it. We'll go and do it. And if we die, we die. If there's a problem, there's a problem. But we'll go and do that cargo drop. Now, because we're on a PvE server, no other players... I mean, it's there to instigate PvP, right? but there is no PvP on this server, so it's just an event that we can go and collect. So we've got 10 minutes to prepare. Always go the wrong way here. I don't know why I do it. It's just hardwired in my brain that I should go right and I go right and it should be left. Because we want to be going right now west. Just like this. And we can pick up the path. We're in the safe zone. There's the path. We can drive in. We've got 2 hours here. And the first thing we're going to do is drive in. Now, we've got a lot of things to get rid of here. What I'd recommend personally, as we're doing this, is you want to get your truck as close to this door as possible. As close to this door as possible. And then from there, when we get out, head inside. And we want to do as many of the quests as possible and see, do we have anything for the quests? This one's grinding stone. We don't have that. Check telephone booths. We're already doing that. Although, if we do that, we're going to do 2 quests at once. Find sexy shorts. We don't have those yet. Find soap. We don't have any of that. Find chocolate candies. I think we did find some chocolate. Bobby pins. We know we can do that one.
I would be really grateful if you could do it with haste.
Yep. So then we just go to our car, which is here. And we can access it. And we grab the bits that we need. So in this case, we know that we want bobby pins. We want 10 of them. So all we're going to do is take them out. I wish there was a search feature here. There's another one there. I'm looking for the bobby pin boxes that don't have many, because some of them have got 20s and 18s in. That's a 20 as well. I'm looking for any that are kind of on their way out. There are no more. Great. So in that case, we'll take one of the 18s and just keep taking them out. Done. And see, we can do that from the car here, which is why if you keep the car there, it just makes life a lot easier. All right, what's next? Grinding stone we don't have. Telephone boost, we'll do that later. Sexy shorts we can't do. Soap we could do. And chocolate candies. Do you know what? Let's choose the soap.
I would be really grateful if you could do it with haste.
All right, so I'm going to have to buy the soap from him. I can't remember how many soaps it was. Okay, it's more.
Here's what I got.
Was it 2? I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. It was 3. All right.
Thank you very
Done.
much. Let me give you something for your troubles.
And then we can do the phone boxes because we're already doing that on another one. So it will double up. And so because we're already doing them, but if we do this, we can't go and do any of the other quests. So it used to be that you had to go out and find these items. For some reason, the developers did an update, and in the update, you can now you can turn this off in the menu basically. So if you go into the menu, into, I think it's in server settings. It could be in the world. And then I think it's in, because I don't want to change any of this. Could be in general. I don't want to, I haven't changed any of this. I've kind of kept it as it is because I didn't want to mess about with anything. There we go, quests. So in quests, here's where you can change this. So it is worth changing the timers on some of these if you're playing solo. For me recording this series, I have reduced these slightly. But this only because I didn't want to have to wait an entire full day when I'm recording content. But here, if you block purchase of required items and turn that on, you might need, you don't need to restart the server. But now if you buy items, it won't count. So if you purchase them, it doesn't count. You have to, so if that's turned on, you have to go and find them in the real world, which actually I think is harder and better.
You change your mind.
because this is not cheesing it. Well, in a way it is, but it's enabled to part of the game, so whatever. All right, so we're going to do the candies. Because if we go and do the telephone booths, we have to go out and come back. Now, the problem with that is we can't go on to the next trader until we've done these. So, we'll do this one, which is
I would be really
chocolate
grateful
candy.
if you could do it with haste.
We get 580 from it. We need 3 of them. Chocolate candy, 151 each. We spend 450, get like 700 back. It is profitable.
Thank you very much. Let me give you something
Now we need
for
to
your
come back
trouble.
in more time, right? So that's everything done there. Now what I need to
Have a
do
nice
is
day.
figure out what is he going to buy from me. So what can I sell? Well, I'm pretty sure the boom boxes he'll buy it. And I've got a ton of these. So many of them, I can't fit them all in here. All right.
All good here, friend. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse around.
I'm not going to turn it on. I've got to put batteries in it to turn it on. But yeah. If I talk to him and I sell
Here's
them.
what I got. Let's see what you have.
All right. It's still 450 credits. And now you're going to start to figure out, okay, well, what is worth selling? What can we sell that's actually worth some decent money?
Goodbye.
And that's what we need to look at. So we don't need 2 hoses. I don't think it will do anything for the battery. Everything else there's fine. That'll go in the armory. Get rid of one of those pots. Rest of it's armory, mechanic armory, stuff like that. Cool. Okay. And then the little bits that we're going to keep.
Welcome, welcome. Here's what I got. Let's see what you have.
He doesn't actually want to give us any money for that pot. So that's a shame.
Make sure to stop by again.
I don't think I can do anything else with it. So, all right. That's it. We're done in there. Off to the next spot to do the next thing. The airdrop is still there. Okay, good. Very hard to get this car to start. Right, the mechanic is over there. We need to do armor as well. I would argue we should do armor first. But we'll leave the car here. So we want to put the car actually inside. You can drive him forward. I'm just backing it in, but it doesn't matter. You just want to make sure that it's on the ramp. Or at least over the ramp. All right. What have we got in here? What have we managed to acquire? We picked up the shotgun, didn't we? So we can take that. We've got the crossbow. We've got loads of ammo. So we'll take all the ammo that we got, all of the clips that we got. Just basically anything that's a weapon, right? Checking through. Batteries there, we kept told them no. Now, I don't mean we're going to get rid of all of this, but we're going to take it so we can sort it. All right, I probably missed a couple of things, but overall, that is most of it. So we'll take that with us. We're over encumbered now, but we're not going far. And we'll drop off a load of this stuff and sell it. And just try and keep ourselves lean. All right, so quest book. First thing we're going to do.
Looking for work? Here is what I got for you.
Let me just check what ammo boxes I've got first, because I've got buckshot ammo. So I've got 2 buckshot ammo boxes. It's not individual ammo, it's only these ones. So he'll actually buy them off me, 187, 210. It's pretty cool.
Obviously.
But if this wants buckshot or it wants any of those, so
Here is what I got for you.
12 gauge, right? Perfect. So we do the 12 gauge. And we've already got 2 or 3, which means we only need to go and buy. Now, for this 12 gauge, we can buy any 12 gauge. So if we just search for ascending, we buy birdshot. Because what we've got over here, buckshot, is actually worth a lot more. So buckshot, now if we sold these, we're only going to get 210 for this. It's still going to cost more. If we could sell this for more, if it was worth more, then we could obviously buy these, sell those, and keep the profit if we wanted to min max. But in this case, we're going to buy one of these, sell those 2, and it's only going to cost us 200. And that quest is now done. So that quest cost us 200, but we made a load more out of it. Now we don't have any more boxes on us. That's all the boxes done.
Guns come unloaded.
So now
Obviously.
we want to look at the next quest.
Looking for work. Here's what I got for you.
22, 45, 50. We haven't got a pistol. 44. So that gives us 1,800. This one gives us 3,000, right? So 50 AE. So what we need to do is we need to look at, well, hold on.
Here is what I got for you.
What is 50 AE going to cost us? 700, right? So that's 21 in total. 22 and a half. We're going to get paid 3,000 for this. So we know we need 3 of them. We know we can buy that. We'll put them in our inventory just to save some time.
Guns come unloaded. Security reasons.
And now on the 50 AE,
Here's what I got for you.
we're going to get paid 3,000 for that. So we made some profit. And the last one that we're going to do is, I think the 45.
Here's what I got for you.
So we're just going to double check quickly because it's not always the case, but the 45 ACP. I can actually just type in 40. I don't even need to go. I can go from here and just type in 45. So 45 ACP is 6. That's 12. So that's 1,800. It's going to cost us thereabouts. And we're going to make 2.6.
Here is what I got for you.
So 45 ACP, we'll take that. 45 ACP box. Just over 1,800. We're going to make a bit of profit on that, which is nice. Done.
Keep it up.
We can't do any more quests, and so now we can talk to him and
Guns
sell.
That thing registered.
Right. 872 if we want to sell this. Now, you might want to keep these. He's only going to give us 2 for this, but we don't want it anyway. Right, we want the 9mm. That's 9 by 39mm. So the M1 clip. We've got to think about what we want, right? So sell that as well. I'm just going to sell the shotgun cartridges. We've got the 9mm ammo. We're keeping that. We want the 45, so we're going to keep that. I'm getting rid of all the slugs. I don't want them. 22 cal we don't need. Right, so this is this uses an M9, right? This is M9, so that's an M9 clip. This one, or the other one, takes a different clip, so we can get rid of the M1 clip. We'll keep that one. M9 there. That's a Delta. We can get rid of that. Unless we're going to buy the Desert Eagle. We don't need that. We're keeping the M9. We're keeping the MK500 for now. All right. So that's just a lot of that stuff sold. We'll sell the shotgun because I don't want it. But that 1,400 we're making out of that. And again, you might want to keep this. I don't personally want it. All right. What else do we need to sell? .38, HS9. We're going to keep the 9mm and the 45mm because that's valuable for us. We're going to keep the clip for this. We've got a spare clip. And also, we're going to buy a spare clip because we want the clip for the M9, but I also want now a spare clip.
Guns come unloaded. Security reasons. Obviously.
So the UMP45, I'm going to buy a spare clip for this. So I've got a spare clip. Now I don't need to do that, but I want to have 2. So I want to have a clip for this, and I want to have a spare clip for this. I've got 2 clips for each, right? So I go ahead and put that in a cart. And also, I'm going to want to load it as well. So I don't have enough of the .45. I've only got 10 rounds there. So I'm actually going to buy a box of this as well, which I don't need to. I could wait until I find it, but I kind of want it. So I'm going to unpack that. I'm going to put that in there and load it. Get a bit of paper as well. It's a bit slow to load, but all right, let's just come out of this screen because it's easier to do it from this screen because we're in inventory now. So I can take this and load it up. So that's fully loaded. Just making sure that everything I've got is good. Now I need to also check the condition of the weapons and I need to be able to repair them and clean them. So if I examine a gun, wait for this to finish. If I examine a gun, the M9 is a short recoil, okay, etc., etc. It tells you all about it. Good. Right, I want to be able to buy. I'm going to have to buy it from this guy.
Guns come unloaded.
Tools, repair, weapon cleaning kit. That's 5,000. It's going to cost me. All right, but yeah, something you're going to have to consider. Oh, he does buy. Does he buy parking centers? Maybe. I don't know. Downloadable content. Right, we don't have any of that. That's fine. Crafting material. Oh, CD players we can sell to him as well. Gunpowder we can buy if we need. That's fine. Food we don't need. Armor. So armor helmets we can buy if we want or we can find them. So we've got military helmets. If we want to buy one of these. I kind of want to get rid of this one now that we've got. So having a look at what's available and what we might want to wear. Or again, we can buy the combat helmet if we want to. So different types of helmets that we can wear. So kind of better that we start to level up our gear now. And if we haven't managed to find anything, it's kind of worth looking at these. So I'm going to go for a combat helmet. I'm going to buy this one. And again, if I wanted to sell, he's not going to offer us anything for that. But different people have different gear. So what we're going to do is we're now going to put this on. So we've got a better helmet. All right, cool. Now, buying clothing, military clothing.
Obviously.
We've already got our tactical and our melee, so that's fine. We've got those already. Now, if we wanted to change them from like the animal skill ones to a military one, we can do that. Doesn't matter. It's just if we want to. So I want to go for some more kind of DPM. So my tactical gun holster, I'm going to go for this one. Make sure that I'm all kind of in camouflage at the moment, right? So I'll buy one of them. This is just more cosmetics for me. If I also go for holsters, the melee weapon one is there's only one option for that. So yeah, we can get rid of that leather belt holder. Buy that one instead. Again, that one's the same, so we can leave it. Go to our checkout, purchase. And now we'll put that on instead. And our gun, which should now be where our gun went. Oh, our gun is in the holster. Hold on. So let me come out of this. If I drop that on the floor for a sec and open the inventory, the gun's in there. So I just need to swap the gun over to this one. Cool. Now that one, I can cut it into a skin. Kind of don't need that anymore because now I've got this instead. I don't know why you can't roll animal skins up. It's weird. You should be able to, but they take up a lot of space. Okay, so we're good. We've got our handgun. We've got our gear now. So back to buying.
Guns come unloaded. Security reasons.
Armor, because we're looking at armor. This thing is, the other thing we were wearing is knackered. So we want to look at tactical vests. So look, we can buy an armored tactical vest. Now these are going to start to cost money now. But they're all pretty much the same price. It's just which version we want. So I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to get an armored tactical vest and wear that. Now I can wait until I find it. Or I can buy it. There's no right or wrong. But there we go. Now I've got an armored tactical vest on. So feeling it weighs a lot. It does weigh a lot. But I feel a bit better for doing so. And also it's got inventory slots on it, right? So it weighs a lot, but we can stick stuff in it. I feel like it's also time to get rid of that trucker jacket.
Unloaded. Security reasons.
So helmets we've done. Vests we've now done. Now looking at clothing, military. we've got our headgear. So looking at our tops now, we can look at a jacket. We can get rid of the trucker jacket. We can get one of these instead. So if I'm going to go for a tactical jacket, I've also got camouflage jackets, but I'm going to go for the tactical. I'm also going to come back and get ghillie suits as well if I want to go full on camouflage. Assault boots, so I can get military boots as well. So I've got a set that's going to be in better condition. I'm using a lot of my money up for this, but it's fine because I don't really want my money for anything else. As long as I've got some hiking backpack, I can go for like a camo hiking backpack to get rid of this one. Again, I can wait till I find one, but for now, I just want to go full kitted out in camo gear at the moment, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. That's good. In terms of pants, right, the problem I've had with these pants, these tactical pants, they've always been at 50%. So now I can go for some proper tactical military pants. I'll go full camo again. I'm spending $5 here at the moment. There's a lot of money to spend. Tactical gloves are knackered. So we're going to go for a pair of gloves. We'll go tactical. We don't really want a scarf or need a scarf. Everything else we've got. That's good. We'll go and spend it. That's 5,000 spent. Now, I can go ahead and... what's going on? Oh, it's because I need to come out. There we go. So I can just dump all of this stuff on the floor for now, just for a minute. This is all stuff I can go and sell, by the way, and get rid of. Right, get rid of the backpack now. It's empty. And if I go to the depot...
Guns come unloaded. Security reasons. Obviously.
There we go. Chuck all that gear on. So now, looking at the pants and what I had on, I got my bank card. Don't want to leave that behind. So the pants are done. He's not going to give me any money for it. Trucker jacket. He's not going to give me any money for it. Just what was inside it. And that as well. I do want to keep these with me at the moment. Because I do want to sell this stuff if he'll buy it. But yeah, some of this stuff he's not willing to pay for. All right. And that is us, fully kitted out in our gear. Now, the only thing to buy that we can't buy,
unloaded. Security reasons.
I don't
Obviously.
think he sells it. It would be the military quiver, which I don't think he sells and we can't buy. But that would be the only thing left to get, would be the military quiver. Could be in... No, it's not there. Oh, quivers. Yes, military quiver. So we could... 6,000 though? I'm not spending that. But a military quiver, if we wanted to buy that, we could in that particular pattern. Yeah, I'm not spending that much. We'll wait until we find it. We could buy the suppressor now. So we don't have to keep messing about with suppressors. And there's a 45 there, which we could buy. We've also got the handgun suppressor. So having a handgun suppressor, if we did that, means that we haven't got to keep messing about with these makeshift ones, right? So we'll do that. And then the last thing we're going to do is we've got the 45, so we'll use that as well. Cool. So another 2,700. So all of our money now has been spent. We're good. That's everything we need. Now,
Guns come unloaded. Security reasons.
Nothing else we need there. I thought there was compasses that you can buy, but might be wrong. Yep, that's everything. We don't need explosives, weapon accessories, melee weapons, we're fine. We can start to, we can buy assault rifles now. So look, we can start to see how much we need, right? So if we wanted to buy something like the AK-47, we need like 11,000 for that. So we can see how much money we need now to start. And because we've got enough fame points, you know, we can start to buy some of these items. Now, personally, if I'm going to go for something, and it really doesn't matter, I'm going to go for the MK18. It's going to be my favourite choice. But I can't unlock that. It's not in store, but I'd have to go somewhere else to get that. But yeah. And also, we can start looking at compound bows. If we want to upgrade our bow and arrow and get a compact bow instead, we can do that. We just need to make sure we've got enough strength to pull it back. But I'm not actually that bothered about those, so I'm not I'm not worried about it. All right, good. We've got our magazines. We've got everything there. We're good. We've got our combat belt, utility belt. So now we're fully kitted out. We've got all of our gear. We need to go and dump some stuff off, obviously. We can go and put that all in the car. All right, and look at us. We're ready for war. The only other thing if we're in a cold climate would be a scarf. I didn't buy a scarf, like a schmag. Again, I appreciate this is a long video today. I just want to see in clothing, military scarves. Oh, actually, we could afford one of those. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll buy that as well. It's only cheap. After everything else we've spent, and now we are fully kitted out. Apart from the military quiver, which, you know, we're working on. All right, let's head back to the car, which we left in here. Now, we don't have any money at the moment left to sort the car out, but we do have a few car parts.
How's it hanging?
So we'll chuck that in there. We'll just chuck them in there for now. This is all stuff we can go and sell again. We want to put these on our weapons. So that, let's go down to our handgun. In fact, let me just put handgun on the floor for a second and put that on that there. Cool. Because we can't put this anywhere else. I could put it if I wanted to in my hand. I want to see the attachments, right? So now for this, if I took this one off, I can install this one instead. And the same here, if I took this one off, I can install that instead. Now it just, if I'm firing it, it just looks a lot better, especially this one. I no longer have that stupid bottle blocking my view, but I've still got the suppressor on there, so that's good. All right, it needs repairing, but it's good. All right, we are totally sorted. So my spare M9 mag. Put that in my utility belt. Could also just put it in my boots if I wanted to. Don't want the scalpel in there. Get rid of that. I've also got the ump, but the ump's not going to fit in my boots. So again, just put it wherever you want to put it. But got those two, and you can see the M9's almost full. Spare ammo as well, so I can do that. Load the ammo up. Same with that one. And now I've got ammo, and I've got this. I wish you could drag these and move them in different orders. It'd be nice. That can go there as well. That can go there. So I've got my spare ammo. Everything's loaded up. We're good to go. They're full. So that's good. There's nothing else we need. Put that in there. All right. Oh yeah, we'll get the bank card. We can put the bank card in our boots. Just anything we just don't really need at the moment. I would argue actually, I think the phone. We can't put the compass in there because the compass actually weighs too much. Military compass is the next thing we want to get as well. That's down the line. Not a now problem, that's a later problem. All of this crap we don't want on us. 0.4. Do you know what, actually? That fits perfectly in there. Then that sits in our utility belt. We don't have a military shirt. We could have bought one, we didn't bother. We've got a jacket on instead. We're warm enough. Have to check our temperature. We're 36.6. So I will go and buy a military shirt in a minute. All right, next question, or next thing. We want to sell this car seat. We've got this huge car seat, right? We don't want it. So we're going to sell that. We're also going to sell that and that. And just looking for, oh, there's our thing we had. Anything, oh, we didn't sell the sword. Anything else in here from the mechanic that we can sell or that we don't want? Like the headlights, brake lights, things like that. Just looking through. We don't need this anymore. Not that it's worth anything, but we can sell that. Everything else we kind of want to keep. That we don't want. We'll keep a set of these, so we've already got a set of jumper cables. Otherwise, that's good. We're good. We're going to keep everything else because everything else we want. Got to sell that at some point. Cool. All right. So quests. He doesn't want a car seat. I know that much. So I just want to.
Prices are not. If you want me to buy that, you
300.
better give me a good price.
Yes. Wait, what? Oh. Don't sell my magazine. Good job it checked that. Quality of life there. That was good. All right. Quests.
Need this done. Take it or leave it.
No. Wrench pipe. Yep, that's easy. We can do that. I need to go across and buy that though. And so if I'm going to head back the other side, what has the car got that I want to get rid of that I don't want? There's got to be some stuff in here that I want to sell or that I want to get rid of. And these construction boots, I'll put that in my hand. Then I've got these construction boots. I don't really want that animal hide. I don't want that cleaver. I don't want that scalpel. Don't really want that scalpel either. Don't want those tactical military pants. Don't want that kitchen knife. I need to just organise this a little bit better. I'll leave these here for a minute because I want to sell those in a sec. That's all stuff we're going to sell here. We'll leave that here. I don't want that cooking pot. I don't want that trucker jacket anymore. And annoyingly, even though I don't think I can get rid of it, maybe I can. Let me just see. Bit of Tetris, just real quick. Is that going to fit in there? No. I've got too much stuff here. Just give me a second. Sorry about this. If I get rid of these, move that up, then I should be able to fit that in there. No, not that one. I should be able to fit that in there and that in my hand. Right, there's nothing else. I do want to sell the sword, but that's the armourer. There's nothing else that I actually want to sell at the moment. Everything else I'm happy to keep. I need to buy the wrench. General goods is over here. A little bit of messing about, but we're, as you can see, definitely now from a survival perspective, looking the part, if nothing else. And I want to sell everything he's willing to buy. So that, yes, that, yes, that, yes, that, yes. Anything that he's willing to give me money for at the moment, we're going to sell, including what we're currently holding. That's another 925, so we'll do that. Good. And we're going to buy a wrench.
Here's what I got.
Cool. All right.
See ya.
A lot of organisation at this stage. Quest complete.
You either buy or
All right.
get lost.
We pick these other parts back up. And next quest.
Need this done.
No
Take it or
car jack.
leave it.
Oh, battery cables. Do you know what? 630 for that. It just so happens, if I look in the car,
Great.
done.
Take your reward and go.
And this is what the quests are all about. Car jack. Metal scraps is easy. Oil filter. Got oil filters. Got 2 of them.
Yes, good.
And we don't need them anymore because we bought the suppressors. So these are now technically spare. That's it. Can't do any more quests. So now
Prices are not
we're gonna sell.
negotiable. If you want me to buy that, you better give me a good price.
What's he willing to buy off me? Even that 171 for that's not a bad price, you know. So, okay, all of those things are sold. This, I'm just going to get rid of it. I mean, it's not worth anything to me. I don't, do you know what? I'm just going to leave it on the floor. Another 500 there for those. And this we'll leave on the counter there because, you know, now it looks like it's part of that. Right, next thing I want to do is I can service this vehicle. This is what we're working towards.
No loitering. You either buy or get lost.
Now, we can repair things. So repair the truck door is 63 credits. I'm going to do it. It's 63 credits. It's going to look like new. Repair the front, 18 credits. Repair the hood, 67 credits. I'm just going to do these little bits. It just makes it just so much nicer. Now, if I want to install that, that's going to cost 3,000 credits. I don't want to do that. Doors, 1,800 credits.
See you later.
For the wheels, I can armour the wheels, but it's going to cost a lot of money. I can also repair the wheels, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do all of the repairs.
You either buy or get lost.
They're not going to cost a massive amount, but they are things I need to do. The alternator, I absolutely want to repair that. So it starts a bit easier. So right now, I'm just going around and doing as many of these repairs as I can. That one's a little bit more expensive, but again, as I look through, that one's easy to repair. It's a little bit of money. I don't think I can repair that. No. I don't think I can repair that either. The chassis, oh, because the chassis is 4,600. So I do want to repair that chassis. But that's an expensive fix. And then the other thing is the doors, right? So 1,800 for a door. 1,800 for a door. So I got 2,700 in the bank. I do not have enough for the chassis, but I do want to fix the chassis.
Either do business or go away.
I also really do want to buy a door. So I'm going to buy my door for me. Just for me. Just so I'm a little bit more protected. I don't actually care about the rest of it. There you go. So this is in a much better condition already. Still got to do the chassis though.
Either do business or go away.
And again, repairing that chassis, 4,600. Now I can do a vehicle repair
Prices
kit.
are not negotiable.
Range of parts. These are all the different parts we can buy, including body armor and things like this. Wheel armor and things like this. Everything else we've currently got. So the only other thing that we want to buy here that we haven't got. Oh, that's good. That's good. Everything there's good. Good. Repair tools. Car repair kit. Now, I can buy one of these, and I'm going to do it to just show you. Even though I've got a car repair kit, if I come over here, I still can't repair the chassis with it. See? Even if I had it in my hand, it will not let me repair the chassis. So I'm going to keep one of these, so I've always got one on me. And I know I just spent a lot of money on it, but I wanted to prove a point here that you need to come in here to do the chassis. So that $5,000, that's now what I'm working towards. All right. Anything else I want to sell? This guy doesn't.
Prices are not. If you want me to buy that, you better give me a good price.
All right. So that's done. Quests are done. Everything there's done. We're good. All right. Let's go. The last one.
No loitering.
We're going to end the
You either
service.
buy or get lost.
The car's looking better. Still not starting straight away though. I don't think the chassis will affect the drive, but you never know. But I just feel a little bit more protected in this now. I feel a little bit better in this. Okay, so now I need to go to the medical tent. We'll do the airdrop in the next episode, but that's it. Now this is where we make some serious bucks. Providing we've got all the stuff that we can sell. That. We don't want to sell all of this. Obviously, it would be nice to keep some stuff for ourselves, to protect ourselves when we need to. random cooking pot just sitting on the floor down there. Got to cook this meat as well in a minute. All right. That's all I've got on me at the moment. Not a lot. So
Hello. What
we'll
is
do
your
the quests
emergency?
first. We want to do the quests to get paid.
We could really use your help with these.
Don't have them. Don't have them. We haven't got any alcohol, so we're not going to do that. This one's easy. Disposable mask.
Lives
I guess
depend on
we should have
this,
picked one of those
so
up.
please complete as soon as possible.
We'll buy it.
Go ahead. You'll need these sooner or later.
It is under... Here we go. It's only 29. How many do we need? 5. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, because I'm wearing one. Hold on, wait, what? We've got 5.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, that was weird.
Really.
Okay.
I'll be here when you need me.
Will you? No, no, no. Medical gloves? Yeah, easy. We'll do this one.
Lives depend on this, so please complete as soon as possible.
All right, just one set of medical
Never mind
gloves.
about the expiration dates.
That
Those are
will be
fake anyway.
That will be in clothing. Gloves, medical gloves. Yes. Really? 700? Oh. We don't have enough. We're going to have to sell some stuff first.
Go ahead. You'll need these sooner or later.
I'll sell that. And then I'll go back to
Go
buy
ahead.
these.
You'll need these sooner or later. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be here when you need me.
I think it's the last one now. He's going to ask for... No, that's it. I've got nothing else. I've got nothing else I can do at the moment there.
Stake here.
So we'll have to leave that one
Go
for
ahead.
now.
You'll need these sooner or later.
All right.
Never mind about the expiration.
What do we want to
dates.
sell? I want to put my
Those
gloves
are
back
fake
on.
Anyway.
Right, he'll buy cigarettes from me. He'll also buy emergency bandages. I've got an emergency bandage pack, which, do you know, I'll keep one. I'm going to sell the pack for now because I really need the money. Otherwise, apart from that, I have nothing else to sell him. We'll do that. We'll keep one as a emergency for us. And
Remember
also,
to
we're going to
keep
put that
hydrated.
into a hotkey. All right, good. We've done everything we can do at this stage. We've cleared everything we can clear at this stage. We'll put that with the compass down here out the way. Those gloves are knackered. All right, good. So that's it. We're done there. So
Try not to get injured too much.
that's it. We are... Come on. I was really hoping that repairing that alternator would have put this car in a better condition. I meant to park there, that's fine. I needed a good turning angle. Right, let's go in here and just see, is there any last minute things that I haven't done I can quickly do? I think in terms of the truck, I've taken out everything I need to. The rest of the stuff in there, oh no, I want to get rid of that. I kind of want to get rid of the pants. I want to get rid of that if I can. Don't want scissors. Everything. Oh, I didn't even see them. Everything else I kind of want to keep. Now, I'm not going to be crafting ammo, so I'm going to get rid of this. I've got cigarettes there I didn't see either. Yeah, I'm not going to be crafting ammo, so I'm actually going to get rid of that. I've got another car battery there that I missed. Animal skin I don't want. Don't care for the flare at the moment. Get the beer, obviously. Okay, just looking through. If there's anything else I need. Glue is part of a quest. Lighter's good. Keep that. Keep all the bobby pins. Got a spare mobile phone there I can sell. Don't need that. Cool. All right, so there's nothing else in here that I guess the stone axe as well. Right, nothing else in there that I care about. Do need to drink some water.
All good here, friend. Welcome, welcome.
Um,
Feel free to browse around.
do I have any water on me? I do, but it's in the truck. All right. What are you willing to buy off me? He'll buy the animal skin off me. Let's get rid of that. He won't give me any money for any of that. He'll buy those off me and that and that. He'll buy that. He'll buy the cigarettes. He'll buy that as well. Okay, cool. So that's what he's willing to buy. So we'll sell that. Cooking pot, I guess we just leave on the side because it's not worth any money. But we don't want it. Cool. I guess if we charged up the car battery and sold it.
Make sure to stop by again.
I wonder if... No, because if someone was in the car, I'm thinking we could probably change the battery out because you've got to be in the car to have it running. If you get out, it turns the engine off. Come on. Really? It won't start? Wow. I mean, and after it's just come out of the mechanics as well, right? We are actually going to end the episode there. Now we have to go and do the... We have to go and do the airdrop. That was weird. We have to go and do the airdrop, but we're going to do that tomorrow in tomorrow's video because I feel like right now...
Prices are not. If you want me to buy that,
Yeah,
you
see, he's not
better
willing to give me
a good
anything for
price.
that. Nah, there's nothing else we want there. We're good. Let's head out. Tomorrow, we'll go and do the airdrop, and then we're going to carry on and we're going to loot, and we're going to do the same thing again. But we can start tomorrow. Got to sort this car out. Right. So the goal right now is to ensure that, and by the way, we have to be careful because if we keep doing this, we're draining the battery. So we need to be able to use the car to fill the battery life back up. Bank's over there, that's fine. Armor's over there, and we're good to go. But yeah, we want to get that, make sure that battery charges up. So we're gonna have to drive around for a little bit. But we got the generator. Oh, actually, yeah. We've got this. We can do this. I completely forgot about this. Let's just do it quickly. My bad. The battery that we've got, and we've got the generator. So if I take the generator out, put that on the floor with the gas, put some gas in it, and the battery. So what I can do here is add fuel with small gasoline canister. There you go. And now you can see the range that this would work, right? So if I turn this on, this, hold on a second. Let me just turn that off. What am I overcumbered with? I don't know. Oh, that. Okay. All right. Let me have a drink. Just a couple of things I've got to do. Give me a sec. Drink all of that. We can get rid of that now because we've got this one. This is our water bottle now. Got some beer as well. Beer vodka? Okay. We'll eat that and we'll drink some milk. Well, we can use milk for other things. We can do cooking as well, which is something else we can play with, but no, we're good. All right. I want to just pop back to the general goods. I know I'm doing a lot of stuff here, but I want to make sure that we're all set for the next episode. So,
All good here, friend. Welcome, welcome. Here's what I got.
oh no, actually, what am I doing? I'm not going to be able to. No, he's not going to sell it to me. I went to go to the mechanic. My bad.
Bye.
I want to go and buy the battery jar, the jump leads.
hello.
All right. Okay, so now we've got jump leads.
Yeah. See you later.
All right, let's power this up. So we'll turn it on. And now we click on this. Why can't we charge it? We should be able to charge this. I don't know why it's not letting us. Interesting. I thought that, and mate, this is my mistake. I thought that turned on is going to pump out electricity. And then I would have thought, been able to charge up with the leads. Throw that on the floor, put those in my hand. No, doesn't work. Okay. Good to know. Right, let's just turn that off. Good to know. I was hoping that was going to charge up the battery, but it doesn't work. So I don't actually know how to charge the battery up, because I was hoping that's what that would have done. I'll look into that. That's a tomorrow problem. I'll look into that. I don't need the battery. It's fine. I just want to go and sell. I mean, he's not going to give me anything for the battery anyway, so.
No loitering. You either buy prices or not. If you want me to buy that, you better give me a good price.
Yeah, 0 for the car battery because it's got no charge, so. I'll keep it in the car for now. We'll figure it out later. Also, why am I not wearing that? I should be. I don't think there's anything left in there. No, there's not. So I can break it into metal scraps. I can't really sell it. He's not going to give me anything for it. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching today. In tomorrow's video, we will... Oh, look, no, the airdrop has gone. Yeah, so it only lasts for a certain amount of time. Okay, cool. And it's on server time. So we won't be doing the airdrop tomorrow. But the next time one appears, we'll do it. But we need a crowbar anyway. Oh, screwdrivers. Screwdrivers. So many things. I'm going to see.
What's up?
I don't know if we can buy screwdrivers.
Trying to rob guns,
I'm not trying to buy it, mate. I'm trying to sell stuff to you.
Registered.
Yeah, see, none of that.
Kidding. No.
I'll break that into metal scraps because it's worthless. That's worthless. He's not going to give me anything for these. So this stuff, just turn it into rags, I guess. He's not going to sell me anything. So, and these are bad quality as well. Cut into rags. Nothing's worth anything here. So, okay. I could smash that into lead plates and sell the lead plates. But to do that, I need a weapon. It's got to be a blunt weapon.
Guns
Now,
come
I could
unloaded.
make
Security reasons.
a blunt weapon, or I could buy one. So look, there's 3 different types of weapons. You've got blunt, cutting, and piercing. These are the 3 different types. Yeah, and we can buy all of these. Military shovel's cool because that's multi-purpose. The military shovel is a shovel, it's a hammer, and it's a cutter as well. It does all 3. I could make a wooden club. Really simple to do that. But yeah, different things I can do. But that I'm not going to waste my money because I don't have enough.
Farewell.
But that would be the next thing for me to do. Would be to cut down a tree. This is almost dead anyway, so that's fine. We'll just get rid of it. I'm going to make a metal axe. I'll make that later with a toolbox when I get one. If I chop this down and then I get some planks, cut that into planks, I can then craft myself under melee weapons a wooden club. Just needs a plank. So now if I craft that, I can take a wooden club to the car battery because I'm struggling to charge it. And I can break it into lead plates and I can go and sell those lead plates. All right. And as I mentioned, I want to take a tree branch. Oh, that can go there. I want to take a tree branch And if I stand close enough to my car, I want to put that and the tree branch in the car. So I've always got that as a kind of backup, right? And I should... Oh, unfortunately, I can't do that. But if I pick that up, just put that in the car as well. Just so I've got a couple of logs. Again, for planks if I need them, right? All right, we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done everything we can do today. I am going to head out. There's nothing left to buy, nothing left to do. We have to be super, super careful because, again, we are over encumbered at the moment because of what we've got carried with us. So we can't really loot at the moment because of all the gear we've got on. We have to be really careful
Good here, friend. Welcome, welcome.
with what we're
Feel
carrying.
free to browse around.
Right, he'll pay me
Let's see what
36
you
for that now,
have.
which is better than what he was offering me. Everything else is worth 0. All right. And that's it.
Make sure you stop by.
We're good to go. Next episode, we'll obviously carry on. We'll just dump this into the car for now. We'll keep those. So we've got a spare set of boots. Everything else is just... we'll keep it. We're going to go and sell these, the activated charcoal blister. We'll keep one in the car because we want one as a backup. So we've always got one. We'll keep rags and we'll keep all this other stuff. Some of the stuff that's worthless we'll get rid of. But the rest of the stuff, see, we don't want that anymore. We don't even need that anymore. Just get rid of all of that. And the quality of those metal scraps is terrible. We don't need a bottle suppressor. We'll keep the car batteries in the car. All right, we're good. So the only thing left to do is to go and sell those. And that's all our money. But we're working towards our 4,000 to fix the chassis. And we want to get the rest of the doors. And then we want to upgrade it to armor. So every time we get money now, that's what we're going to be working on, is upgrading our car. We want to go to towns so that we can...
Come in. Oh, never mind about.
just do this,
never
right?
mind about the
444. See,
expiration date.
the money we
Doesn't
get for
take
that,
anyway.
for what it takes. So that for a loot run, what we're going to do tomorrow
Try not to
is
get
we're actually going to go to the hospital. We're going to loot the hospital, get as much cash as we can. And that hopefully is going to allow us to come back. And police stations as well. But for that, we need screwdrivers. So before we head out,
Welcome, welcome.
we want to buy...
Here's what I got.
We can't buy screwdrivers from him. He will not sell them to us, which is annoying. I don't know if the mechanic does.
See ya.
But I don't think we can buy screwdrivers. I thought we could, but I don't know if we can buy screwdrivers. I think we can only find them.
No loitering. You either buy or get lost.
Yeah, we can't buy them. So that's just something we have to bear in mind, is that screwdrivers are things that we can only acquire as we're out and
So,
roaming. And why
If you try to
also
rob the place,
they're so valuable.
see it. I'm well armed.
All right. I want a compound bow, but yeah, that's down the line because we just don't have. We've got a bit of cash. We've got a bit of cash. We've got like 1,500 cash, but nowhere near enough. So yeah, compound bow, next upgrade, and carbon arrows would be better. Metal arrows work fine for now. So we can keep our metal arrows. We need more feathers for those.
Greetings, valued customer.
Greetings. Please take my money. We'll give him a deposit. We've got 855 cash. He'll take 2% of that. But at least now we know where we stand.
Pleasure as always.
1,792 cash, 292 fame. And we're good. Food, water, everything else, we're good. We're good to go. It is time for us to head out and to start looting. And so tomorrow we'll be heading out and going to the hospital, which is on the other side of the map. It's right over here, so we need to go all the way across and over to here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate long video today. I appreciate that. But yeah, we got a lot done, and that was kind of the goal of today, was to get all of this stuff done. We can start painting stuff and decorating stuff as well and doing stuff like that. But again, that's all stuff for us to do tomorrow. But now, because we're going to log out, we're going to head out. Don't log out in the green zone. Don't ever log out in the green zone. You'll come back, your car will have gone, and you'll have lost your car. So get outside of the green zone until it says you've left the zone. We're going to need some fuel. We've left some money for some fuel. Fuel has to go on your bank card as well, by the way. I think you can do it with cash maybe, but there you go. Top right, it says you've left the zone. So now we can log out for the night. Because we're on a PvE server, we're okay. And yeah, we'll see you, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Take care for now. Bye-bye.